becoming a human is not all about being perfect.
Yeah.
You are like a human. Allah created you that way. You have to try your best to become better, but not perfect. Yes, I am the topper, but I am a human too.
Yeah.
I'm like you all. I just study a lot more, but it's not like I've finished everything or ate the textbook, right?
When we're not understanding the concept of cells, I just tell myself that it's something in a house. The bricks, every single bricks in a house is a small thing, right? Like that, human body has small cells. I just make it like...
And after the examination, boom, I became number one.
Whoa.
Everyone was like, what the hell is she?
Whoa, I'm surprised. How did you become the topper from the end? Whoa, really interesting. And one more thing. Before watching this podcast, don't go to study, because after watching this podcast, you're going to get too many tricks for studying, and you're going to become the topper like her. There's some people, when they just enter into a room, the room and the air feels different, as if something's very magical is going to happen. Today we have one such person, and she's very exciting and very amazing. I'm very excited to talk with her. Before that, I would love to tell something about her. She is a dreamer, a topper, an all-rounder, and obviously someone who motivates others without even knowing. So it's going to be very fun talking with her. Let's begin. Hi.
Hello there. Thank you for all the appreciations.
You're
How have you
welcome.
been doing?
Oh, it's been nice. So I'm very excited to talk with you. Before that, before I start bombarding you with questions, I would love you to introduce yourself. But wait, not in a boring way. Quite different, a very iconic way. Just think that you're in a classroom and your teacher says that impress the whole class within 10 seconds. How would you do it? A very
Definitely.
iconic way.
I'm going for it.
But still you.
Okay. I'm going for it. Okay.
All right.
So greetings, viewers. So it's an honor to sit here for PodCast at SpeakUp with Ayman. So all right, let's introduce myself. So this is the topper who shines and is favored from the outside, but is broken, overthinking and crying from the outside.
Oh.
All right, so this is Laiba, an 8th grader from BM Laboratory School and College Cox's Bazaar. As the topic studying tells you, yes, I am the role one who has to face a lot of family troubles, family expectations, teachers' expectations, result expectations, and many others. So, yes, I think that's all.
You're literally a legend, being, facing a lot of problems, but still the topper. Whoa, really hard.
It's very hard.
Well, how do you manage all of these things, like studying and facing all the expectations of family, friends, teachers? How do you do it?
So, to become a good student, like the topper or role one, time management is the number one important task, because managing the time is the hardest task. So I just make a routine of my regular doings. And, motivation is also important. You need your friends and family. And if that's not possible, you need to motivate yourself. Like, I can do it. My studying table is covered with a lot of quotes. Let me tell you 2 of them.
All right.
So one is, forget everything. The only thing that matters is you have to win. And the other one is, studying now is better than leaving the exam hall wishing you studied more. So yes, your brain needs a lot of motivation.
Oh, yeah. When you just say that, I'm strong, I can do it, your brain literally takes it and it becomes real.
Yes.
So I believe it too. Then here comes a very interesting one. It's about movie. If your life was a movie, then what would the title?
That's a really important question for me because, when you think of your life as a movie, almost everything changes. So if I had to name the movie, it would definitely be Me Against the World because as a topper, you have to face a lot of troubles. It's like no one is there to sit beside you and you can't even trust others, because trusting people now is like hugging a knife.
Literally, it's going to slice you up.
So you have to face a lot of obstacles on your own. No one is there to help you. At the end of the day, no one is going to motivate you. They're just going to sit and say, wow, that's amazing. That's all you can do. So yes, it's me against the world.
All right, you just remember me one thing, and that is, Whenever people says you that, wow, you're very talented, do you feel like punching them on face and screaming out like that, oh bro, it's all about studying until 2 a.m. in the morning?
Like, definitely, they don't understand
Yeah.
what you do at your home or what's going on inside you. They just see what's happening on the
Outside.
outside, right? Like, why don't you try it?
Yep.
Study until 3 p.m. and wake up at 5 a.m.
You feel like I'm the victim.
Yeah, I'm the victim and you're the audience watching me being tormented.
Being the topper is not really easy.
No, it's not easy at all.
All right, then here comes the turning point. Well, I think you're the topper from the very beginning. Every time the topper. Seems like that. All right, then, have we ever felt like that? Well, I need to be something much more than topper. When did you felt like that and felt like that I need to be the queen of everything?
Well, that's a very suitable question for me because, this is the year that has happened to me.
Oh.
Because, our scholarship exam is upcoming at the end of the year. And I've got a lot of more rivals at school, so it's become really hard. So I just tell myself, despite being the topper, I have to become someone better. Because I'm the topper in my school, but not the other schools, right?
Yep.
So I have to compete like the Olympics. I have to compete with the other students at the scholarship exam. So yes, I do feel like I need to become better. And, becoming a human is not all about being perfect.
Yeah.
You are like a human. Allah created you that way. You have to try your best to become better, but not perfect. So yes, I strive every day to become someone better than yesterday.
You know what? Legends are made by ordinary people, but, they don't stop trying. And it's exactly to you. All right, now here comes the obstacle part. Like, how did you just overcome all the problems and many things? So the first one would be, well, what was your biggest, troublemaking thing that literally distracted you a lot during this journey and you literally gave up because of that thing?
Okay, this is a very funny question for me. I'm going to tell you because, studying is actually really hard and sometimes you don't just feel like it. So during exams, nothing really serious happened to me. But last year, during the annual exam, something very dangerous happened, a very dangerous event. So during the exams, I go to sleep at 3 a.m. and wake up at 5 a.m. for studying.
Literally?
Yeah. So during the science exam, the last exam, I became really sick. I literally passed out.
Oh.
So the teachers brought me to the teacher's room from the exam hall and splashed water on my face and everything. Then I had to rewrite the exam. But despite all that, I did get the highest mark.
Oh my God, that's actually what a topper is called.
And actually, I have a really weak immune system. I get sick very easily. So that's the most important task for me. Controlling myself.
One advice from me would be study less. Well, I think you literally face the angel of death that time.
Almost.
Oh my God. What did your friend... Oh, all right. I have a question now. That is, whenever your friend just says that, oh my gosh, did you finish this chapter? You just say no. And then just say that, oh no, you're lying. You're a liar, big liar. You finished it very early.
It's really annoying when your friends don't believe you.
Really?
Yes, I am the topper, but I am a human too.
Yep.
I'm like you all. I just study a lot more, but it's not like I finished everything or ate the textbook, right?
Yeah.
They don't believe me when they just ask me hey, how many subjects have you finished? And I say, none. What about you? Well, so they say what the heck? Why are you lying? I know you finished everything and now you're lying because we are average students and you're the topper. I know topper behavior. So yeah, it's really annoying handling your friends.
And you know what? At that time, I feel like kicking them. I'd be
Yes.
like, why am I lying? I'm never lying, you know?
What benefit would I get by lying to you?
It's very, useless.
Yes.
Well, now here comes the fun part. Much more funnier than the one I was asking you. Well, was there any moment when you flopped so hard that your notebook was even just saying to you, you felt like it was saying that, oh girl, what are you doing? Like you made a quiz for yourself and you failed every single questions? Did it happen to you any time?
Wait, that is a very hard question. Let me remember. It actually happened last year during the annual examination when I passed out, that, like I said. So science exam was the hardest for me because it was really hard, class 7 science, and it was just going all through my head. So it was really hard. And the syllabus was from the lecture guide, the model questions. So there were a lot of a very big answers. One short question equals to one broad question. One broad question equals to one essay. It's really hard. So when I started, I set for studying, I just felt like, what is all this? I'm going to fail. This happens to me a lot. I just say to myself, yes, I'm going to fail. It's over.
You know what? This happens to me every night before the exam. I just feel like, okay, I'm done. I'm not giving the exam. I'm going to fail.
You're really relatable to talk to because you're a topper as well.
Yeah, thank you. Well, now here comes something inspirational for all of them and also for you. Well, who was the hero during your journey? Who helped you a lot?
Well, it's obviously my mother. Because a mother is an angel to a daughter,
Really?
She helped me in all kinds of studies. When I was younger, she was my teacher. She was my first teacher, my first restaurant, my first chef, my first everything. My mother is my everything. So yes, she is the hero in my life, or the heroine in my life. She taught me subtraction, addition, math, science, English, everything.
Whenever I don't get any math, she'd be like, sit down. I'm your teacher. No problem, no tension. So you can say, really, she's the angel.
She's the water in my burning life.
Yeah.
When everything's on fire, she comes to pour water.
Yep. Well, now another one. What do you think, what should students stop doing besides fake studying with your books upside down?
Well, what they should stop doing.
Yeah.
Okay, so an advice for you all. Something students should definitely stop doing is scrolling the smartphone. Smartphone is really modern nowadays. It gives you a lot of benefits, but it has a lot of bad effects too. When you're talking with someone on Instagram, well, I've seen that with my friends. You can't stop. You just start chatting and don't stop at all. And you also start watching a movie and then you end up on a 3-hour session of watching movies. So I think this is advice for all, stop screen time. Maybe read a book that would relax
that's
your
going to
mind.
be 100 times better.
Yes.
And one thing, when you just scroll on Facebook or YouTube, when you just watch a reel and then another interesting comes and you feel like, oh my gosh, this is also interesting and important. I need to watch this.
Exactly. That is the reason why I don't scroll through Facebook or Instagram or YouTube. I just read books.
It's your enemy against your studies.
Yes.
So another one, and that is much more interesting. And what do you think was the best trick that works always with you? Always, never fails.
So it would definitely be the Pomodoro technique. You know that? The 25 minutes of studying and the 5 minutes of break. Well, that gives me a really proper mindset. It's only 25 minutes. I'll get a break 5 minutes. So 25 minutes is not that long if you just keep it in your mind. So yes, the Pomodoro technique, the holy technique in my life.
And to be honest, the favorite technique that I follow is the Feynman technique. It's I feel like I'm a child. I'm teaching myself, like a 5-year child. I just explain to myself every single thing. Just talk about science. When we're not understanding the concept of cells, I just tell myself that it's something in a house. The bricks, every single bricks in a house is a small thing, right? Like that, human body has small cells. I just make it like that.
Yeah, I also thought that while studying the chapter of cells. It's actually really peaceful to study that when you think of yourself as a teacher teaching another child.
Yeah. So you can also follow the Feynman technique. It's very effective. Now, the last but not the least is that, what do you think? Being always a topper is nice, or being the secret genius and shocking everyone at the end is much more better?
Well, I think shocking everyone at the end, because when I was admitted newly to BM Laboratory School and College, I was roll 56 because of my late admission. So no one actually knew about my talent. I tried to keep it a secret. And after the examination, boom, I became number 1.
Whoa.
Everyone was like, what the hell is she? So yeah, I really like it when I shock people at the near end, but now it's really hard to do that because almost everyone knows I'm a good student.
Whoa, I'm surprised. How did you become the topper from the end? Whoa, really interesting.
Well, I was really late at being admitted.
You're a topper, the secret genius, the mysterious genius, everything. So I think we've talked a lot with these long questions. Let's just come to the pick and perish. I mean, the round fire. You're only going to have 3 seconds to answer each
Alright,
question.
that seems
if
hard.
If you take more time, you're going to be killed, as
Oh
in
my
the
God.
Squid Game. Well, just joking. And you cannot choose both.
Okay.
You need to choose only one. Or guess what?
So it's like a do it or die.
Yep. So the first one. Do you read out loud or read in silent?
Well, 3 seconds, okay. I obviously would pick reading out loud because it like helps me concentrate more.
Wait, you're going to die. I told you only one word.
Only one word?
Yes.
So I'm going to die now?
All right, I'm giving you another chance. So tell it again.
Out loud.
Okay.
I would enjoy reading out loud because, when I'm studying and reading everything out loud, even my brain can hear it. I feel like my brain can hear it and it can remind me during the exams.
Now, would you rather always answer right or ask the smartest questions? Only one choice, no explanation.
Smartest.
Okay. It's very nice, asking the right questions and people you think you're the Einstein.
Yes.
Very awesome.
Like they say, work smart, not hard.
Okay. Having no homework for one day or having chocolates free every Monday? Only one.
No homework.
Okay.
Because when you don't have any homework, I can go with my father and I can just buy chocolates.
Okay. You know what? I would just say it will be chocolates, free chocolates.
Okay.
Buying chocolates from your father is going to you need money. But free chocolates means no money, only going to have chocolates. I'm going to choose the chocolate one.
Yes, but I think starving is better than studying.
Oh, yeah.
So I would definitely pick no homework for a day.
All right, now the last one, the most interesting one. What fuels your study mornings, coffee or tea?
Tea, definitely tea. I'm in love with tea and I'm obsessed with tea. When I told you during the exams, I slept at 3 a.m. and woke up at 5 a.m., tea was my best friend. No one was beside my table, but my teacup was.
No one was inspiring, but your teacup,
Yes.
don't sleep. You're going to do it right.
It energizes me a lot.
But I think it betrayed you.
It did because I felt a bit sleepy. Of course I did because I'm a human too.
Yeah. At last, we're humans after studying 10 hours a day. So I had a nice time talking with you. One thing, you didn't just talk with me. You just light up the whole podcast. And it was nice time talking with you. And one more thing. To be honest, I think I was a mortal in this podcast and you were something like a goddess.
Don't say that. You flatter me.
And one more thing. Today, we have got many advices from this girl, right? And one more thing. Before watching this podcast, don't go to study because after watching this podcast, you're going to get too many tricks for studying and you're going to become the topper like her. And her tricks are very awesome. So, this is Ayman signing off from another episode.
Goodbye.